Young drifter Nomi Malone hitchhikes to Las Vegas with nothing but dreams of making it big as a showgirl. Wide-eyed and hopeful, she arrives in the dazzling city, eager to chase the glitz and glamour of the entertainment capital. However, her journey takes an immediate dark turn when the man who picked her up robs her of all her belongings and leaves her stranded. Devastated and alone, Nomi is forced to fend for herself in an unfamiliar and unforgiving city. With no money and no place to go, Nomi meets Molly Abrams, a kind and warm-hearted young woman who works as a seamstress and costume designer for Goddess, the topless dance revue at the prestigious Stardust Resort and Casino. Sensing Nomi's desperation and determination, Molly offers her a place to stay in her small but cozy trailer. The two quickly develop a friendship, with Molly introducing Nomi to the behind-the-scenes world of Vegas entertainment. Struggling to make ends meet, Nomi takes a job as a pole dancer and stripper at Cheetah's Gentlemen's Club, a seedy establishment run by the rough but pragmatic Al Torres. Although the work is not glamorous, it provides Nomi with the money she needs to survive. While working at Cheetah's, she quickly becomes acquainted with the darker side of the industry, predatory customers, exploitative bosses, and an endless cycle of performing for money. Despite this, Nomi remains resolute in her dream of making it as a legitimate dancer in the Vegas show scene. One night, Molly invites Nomi to visit her workplace, offering her a glimpse of the world she so desperately longs to be a part of. At the Stardust, she watches in awe as the performers of Goddess take the stage, their expertly choreographed routines and dazzling costumes a stark contrast to the crude and sleazy atmosphere of Cheetah's. While backstage, Nomi meets Crystal Connors, the reigning queen of Goddess and the star of the show. Crystal, an icy and calculating performer, immediately takes an interest in Nomi. However, the encounter takes a sour turn when Nomi admits to working at Cheetah's, prompting Crystal to condescendingly liken her job to prostitution. Offended and humiliated, Nomi refuses to go to work that night, choosing instead to blow off steam by going clubbing at the Crave Club with Molly. There, she crosses paths with James Smith, a bouncer with aspirations of his own. A scuffle between them results in Nomi being arrested, but James later bails her out, hoping to get closer to her. However, she remains largely indifferent to his advances. Crystal and her boyfriend, Zach Carey, the entertainment director of the Stardust, later visit Cheetah's to see Nomi perform. While Crystal is sexually attracted to her, she also revels in asserting her power over Nomi. In an attempt to humiliate her, Crystal requests a private lap dance, offering Nomi $500. Despite her reluctance, the financial incentive proves too tempting to ignore, and she performs the dance. James, who happens to be present at Cheetah's that night, witnesses the lap dance and later confronts Nomi about her choices, reinforcing his belief that she is merely prostituting herself in a different way. James attempts to introduce Nomi to a more artistic form of dance, choreographing a routine for her. However, his true intentions are revealed when he propositions her for sex. When Nomi refuses, James moves on to another dancer, Penny, offering her the same opportunity instead. Despite the tension between them, Crystal is intrigued by Nomi's potential and arranges for her to audition for a spot in the chorus line of Goddess. The audition, overseen by the ruthless director Tony Moss, turns into yet another humiliating experience, with Moss forcing the dancers to rub ice on their nipples to appear more appealing. Furious and humiliated, Nomi storms out, convinced she has failed. However, she is later surprised to learn that she has been hired for the show. Overjoyed, she quits her job at Cheetah's, finally stepping into the world of legitimate show business. Nomi's rise in the world of Goddess is not without its challenges. Crystal continues to exert dominance over her, pushing her into compromising situations such as attending a trade show that turns out to be a front for prostitution. Nomi quickly realizes that the glitz and glamour of Las Vegas entertainment come with a price: manipulation, exploitation, and cutthroat competition. Determined to claim the top spot in the show, Nomi seizes an opportunity when Crystal suffers a severe injury. After a heated confrontation, Nomi pushes Crystal down a flight of stairs, causing her to break her hip. With Crystal out of the picture, Nomi secures the lead role in Goddess, finally achieving the fame and recognition she had longed for. However, rather than feeling triumphant, she is left with a lingering sense of emptiness and moral conflict. Her actions have alienated her closest friend, Molly, who sees through her ambition and recognizes the ruthless means by which she achieved her goal. Nomi's success is short-lived when tragedy strikes. At her opening night celebration, Molly is introduced to her idol, musician Andrew Carver. However, what should have been a dream encounter turns into a nightmare when Carver brutally assaults and rapes her, leaving her severely injured and hospitalized. Devastated, Nomi seeks justice for Molly, but Zach reveals that the Stardust will cover up the crime to protect Carver, offering Molly hush money instead. Furthermore, Zach exposes Nomi's hidden past, revealing that her real name is Polly Ann Costello. He details her troubled history, her parents' tragic murder-suicide, her escape from foster care, and her descent into a life of crime, drugs, and prostitution. Using this information as leverage, Zach warns Nomi to stay silent about the assault. Realizing she cannot trust the system to bring Carver to justice, Nomi takes matters into her own hands. She confronts Carver in his hotel room, savagely beating him in retribution for what he did to Molly. After ensuring that Carver has been punished, she visits Molly in the hospital, assuring her that she has avenged her suffering. With nothing left for her in Las Vegas, Nomi makes amends with Cristal, apologizing for her actions. Cristal, understanding the brutal realities of the business, forgives Nomi, revealing that she herself had done something similar to get ahead. The two share a bittersweet, intimate moment before Nomi departs. With her time in Vegas over, Nomi leaves the city, hitching a ride to Los Angeles. In a poetic twist, she finds herself in the company of the same man who had robbed her upon her arrival. However, this time, she is no longer a naive girl chasing a dream. She is a hardened survivor. Holding the man at knife point, she demands the return of her stolen belongings, marking the beginning of a new chapter in her tumultuous journey. Las Vegas was supposed to be the city of dreams, where the lights shined bright enough to erase the past. But for Nomi Malone, it was a place that revealed the truth about power, ambition, and the cost of survival. She had clawed her way to the top, only to realize that the view from the throne was just as empty as the climb. Now, as she leaves the city behind, hitchhiking toward an uncertain future, she is no longer the girl who first arrived with nothing but a dream. She carries the scars of her journey, both seen and unseen, but she also carries something more: knowledge. The game may be rigged, the stakes impossibly high, but Nomi has learned to play by her own rules. Wherever the road takes her next, one thing is certain: she won't be anyone's pawn again. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like the video for more movie analysis like this. Write your thoughts about the movie in the comments section. See you in the next video.